Hello, everybody. My name is FlexRyan457, and welcome to the hopefully last episode of um, the Apex Legends Chapter 1 book. I'll just get into it. We left off. I know it was for me. It's funny, I joined the Corps to help people, but it actually helped me. I spent years working for the Corps. I put the lives of those in need ahead of my own. One person I helped reached out not too long ago, which was sweet, a mercenary vet who now calls himself my number one fan. Quite the honor, and I owe it to the Corps. We traveled all around the Outlands, even to the Fringe Worlds. We had no restrictions as to who could be helped. We weren't part of the Syndicate or the treaty, so we didn't have to abide by any constraints. What treaty? I bet Gibraltar or Wirt could probably give you some more info on that. I was too young and in my own world on Samathi, so I'm not an expert on that stuff. All I've heard is that the Civil War ended in the Outlands with some sort of treaty. It was about 10 years ago or so, 2723. Those who didn't sign became the Fringe Worlds, and those poor folks had it even harder getting support from trade or whatever else they needed. That's where we came in. The Corps did what it could with donations and support from whoever wanted to help, but we definitely hit a money problem. Nothing like that could last forever. I hope nothing lasts forever. Otherwise, that would mean my search may never end. It'll end. Everything does. That's something I needed to come to terms with. Because when the Corps started losing money, my first thought was to call my parents. That sounds like it may have been a bad idea. You're right. After knowing what they were, after knowing where that money came from, I couldn't. I knew they had it. I knew that money would have been a huge help, but I couldn't reach out to them. But isn't that what family's for? Families ain't always as good as they're supposed to be. I know who they were, Path. That's important. It was important to me, just like it's important to you. Whoever your creator is, they're a piece of you, and whether it's good or bad, you gotta decide how to deal with it. I decided how to deal with mine, and that was to risk my life for that money. That's why I joined the games. I knew it was risky, dangerous. I even knew what I was doing wasn't honorable. Fighting people for money, it was a dilemma. But people were counting on me. Those fighters were gonna fight on with or without me. So I figured I'd put my medical training to some use for them while making money for the Corps. I think it's honorable. I've always looked up to you, AJ, even though I'm taller. No way, that's real nice of your, Path. I'm sure there's some truth to that somewhere. I don't think about it much. I just do what I do because I need to. It ain't much more complicated than that. That's what I'm doing. I just want to find my creator, even if they are bad. Nah, Path, they can't be bad. I don't think you got a bad circuit in your entire body. And even if they are, they don't mean you are. Even if they are, that don't mean you are. That's what I learned from my family. Actually, Silva was the first one to say it. He may not seem it, but he's a smart one. Crazy, but smart. It's great that you two are such good friends. I love friends. We have our good months and our bad months, but we always find a way back to each other. True family always does. I bet he'd say the same. Exciting. I'll ask him. I'm sure you'll come across him in this quest of yours. I'm sorry I can't give you the info you want. I wish I could. It would be nice to know what my parents' company had to do with your creator. But whether it's good or bad, never forget who you are. I won't, unless my memory gets wiped like before. That happens, then I'll tell you who you are. Till then, your best chances is to stick with the Outlands. The Chevrix Inc. name only started in this part of the galaxy, so if it had anything to do with your creator, then it's here. That's great to know. Thank you, friend. Not a problem. We've got some solid legends who know more than a thing or two about the Outlands. Gibraltar, Mirage, Wraith, though that one's a bit of a head case. Good luck. And that's where the interview transcript ends. After that, we've got a final piece of text, and that'll be it for this chapter. Data points received. Chevrix Inc. is AJ Family's company based in the Outlands. Originally named AI Logic and partnered with Kodai Industries, this company is known for having built robotic security systems for generations throughout the frontier. Lifeline's family profited off war for generations and served both sides during the Frontier Wars and the Outland Civil War. This discovery pushed her away from her family into a new life as a humanitarian. Lifeline and Octane were friends when they were kids. See Octane for more stories. The history of the Frontier dates back to 2122. See Lifeline's tablet for reference. The militia took power before a final battle at the IMC-controlled planet of Gridiron, but the result of that battle is still a mystery. See Bangalore for more information. A big blackout shut down IMC beacons and ended communication throughout the Frontier and Outlands over a decade ago. Those who supported the militia were promised refuge, but no one came. The militia abandoned those people. Gibraltar, Mirage, and Wraith are some of the legends who can speak to more about the history of the Outlands. A treaty by the Mercenary Syndicate helped end the Civil War of 2723. Those who signed became part of the Syndicate space, those who didn't became the Fringe Worlds. More information can be learned from Gibraltar and Mirage. And that is where this chapter ends. It was a long one, so I guess these episodes are gonna be a bit longer. I expected. Oh, it's late. Well, I'm gonna go and upload these videos now. Hopefully they upload by the time I fall asleep. If not, then oh well. But I hope you enjoyed this chapter. If you did, then I guess write me a comment, I guess. If you didn't, then I apologize for all my stuttering. I'm not that big on reading nor speaking, and when I speak a lot, it just gets a lot of saliva in my mouth, and I just, But I guess I'll see you guys in the next chapter. Next chapter, we got Gibraltar's story. So, hope you all are having a good night. Hope you enjoyed my videos. I'll see you in the next episode.